Good day, people. Good day. Checking in. This is Hugh. Don't forget the F little with speaking generational wealth. And I just wanted to get with you guys today in reference to what's going on in the world, how we can start this generational wealth quest, and it's really this quest for success. Um, One of the things that have been intrigued as of late, especially for people who've been in the stock market, right? Because obviously being in the stock market is a way that I discuss how we can start to create generational wealth. Um, well, the stock market has been going crazy as of late. Uh, there has been a lot of winners and a lot of losers, but it comes come to find out, it seems like there's some I don't know, some backdoor business going on with that because of how much GME has grown, right? How GME has grown, and I believe GME is that which is GameStop. They're priced at about I think it's over $300 now, $350 as opposed to 2 weeks ago when it was down to $15 a share. So they're over $300 a share now, and like I said a couple of weeks ago, there was at $15 a share. Well, um, one of the things that happened within that trend and within that spike, a lot of people became successful in terms of financial freedom. A lot of people became 100,000aires and millionaires, and even probably some billionaires. Who knows? Um, but one thing that people try to put on us is you need a lot of money to start with your generational wealth quest, and that's totally false. You can start with as little as maybe $100, even less than that. I'll give you a couple of different um, um, examples with that. So, seeing that we're talking about the stock market, right? Let's talk stock. Let's talk the stocks. Okay. Now, again, like I mentioned, GameStop, GME, a couple of weeks ago was at $15 a share. Okay. Now, one thing you can do is you could purchase multiple shares. Okay, so if you were to purchase multiple shares at $15 per share, you would have seen your money grow like 70%. I mean, the spike has been crazy, right? Now, it just depends on how much money you was able to put in to get that return. Now, there are a lot of different stocks that you can get into, like penny stocks or stocks that are even maybe $100 per. I mean, excuse me, $1 per share or $3 per share. Those stocks you could get into and buy and hold them for a significant amount of time and watch your profits grow, or you could get into something called option trading, right? And if you're looking to get into option trading or kind of make that big jump within a short amount of time, you can get into option trading. Okay, and I'm not going to give you a course on options right now. We'll talk about that in one of the next videos. But option trading gives you the right to purchase 100 shares at a low price. So, for example, instead of purchasing a stock at $15 like AME was at $15, well, in order to see some real generational wealth, or not even generational wealth at that point, just to see some growth in that particular stock, you're gonna have to buy a significant amount, as opposed to option trading, where you can buy, instead of purchasing, let's just say 300 shares at GME a couple of weeks ago. Okay, 300 shares. And if you were to purchase that at 300 shares, so purchasing that stock at 300 at $15, 300 shares, you're looking close to almost $5,000, maybe $4,500. And with that being said, not everyone has $500, and if you were to have $500 and you put that in a couple of weeks ago and you bought 300 shares, you'd be sitting pretty right now. However, not everyone is able to do so. So you figure you may be able to get into one of these option trades because it's lower. It's way riskier. However, it gives you an opportunity to really spike your money. Okay, so let's just say to buy 300 shares is $4,500 currently, right, at $15 per share. But then you turn around and you go to an option, and they say you can purchase an option at $500, right? You could purchase some options at $500. Well, one option is 100 shares. One contract on an option is 100 shares. So if you buy multiple contracts, you're up over the the 300 share mark. Well, if you buy 3 contracts, you're at 300 shares. You're not going to be at $4,500 at that point. You may be at $800 or $1,000. Now you can really see your money grow at that point. And that's what it's really all about, the know-how, right? You got to be willing to do things that unsuccessful people aren't willing to do, right? If you want to be successful, you got to be willing to do what unsuccessful people are willing to do. And that's on a daily basis. That's one of the reasons why myself and my circle, we are growing not only growing our network, growing our finances, and growing our portfolios in order to make sure if anything were to happen in the economy, we're covered, right? You always want to have that portfolio from real estate to precious metals to crypto to stocks to other ways to make money, possibly some services you can add in there. In order to be a millionaire, most millionaires have entrepreneur millionaires. They have about at least 7 businesses. Okay. One thing that fascinated me, I was reading this book and or article, I should say, and it was about Richard Branson, the billionaire, Virgin Airline. One thing that really fascinated me with him, they basically mentioned how many businesses this man has. You know, the guy with his own island? Yeah, this guy has over 300 businesses producing income streams. Okay, that's where you want to be. So if you're talking about a millionaire having 7 incomes and a billionaire such as Richard Branson having over 300 sources of income, that, success leaves clues at that point. You should know you want to have as many as you can. In terms of millionaire status, you want to have at least 7 on the base. Okay, that's what you want to have, 7 streams of income. Okay, and again, like I said, I just mentioned a couple of them, but that's where you want to start. And not only do you want to start there, you may not have the expertise to have success in all of those, but when creating these streams, you want to work with experts, right? You want to get information from experts where you could possibly either hire, put them on the team, or you could just learn, take your own time and invest in sweat equity and figure everything out. So that's, what I wanted to kind of bring to you guys' attention today. It was great. It's been some time, but you will be hearing from me more often. And I'd like to say thank you and stay tuned.